60 seconds from your shot caller question of the day. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And let me ask the ladies a question.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
All right.
If a guy...
Ladies special this morning.
Yeah. Well, if a guy's shorter than average,
Okay.
how rich does he have to be to make him as attractive as a tall guy?
Oh, no. I think you're missing out on short men.
These are going to be two completely different answers. by the way.
Yeah. So,
I think so.
Alexis, you're single
Yeah.
and shallow. No offense. So what do you think? If you see a short guy, how much money does he need to make in order for you to consider a little 20-toe tango with him?
Probably a number I can't even say. Very high.
Wow.
Very high.
You can't even count that high.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
I'll take him poor and hot. For sure.
No.
Really?
Some of the hottest men I dated were shorties because they're leftovers from all the tall ladies who don't want them. I mean, a short girl myself, it's like, hey, you're still taller than me. Cool.
Okay.
No. You
So,
gotta be.
I mean, you're lowering the standards across the board there, but that's not what I'm asking.
No,
I'm telling you, listen, ladies, you are
No.
missing out. These short
No.
guys, they work hard.
Thank
They
you.
are
Okay.
hard
I want
workers
enough to
for
have
you.
a second house, so I'm not reminded
No.
how short you are.
Well, a new study looked into this. Researchers at the University of Chicago and MIT went through a bunch of online dating stats where the average guy was 5'11" and a half
Okay.
and made 63 grand a year.
Okay.
Okay. So here's
That's
what they
pretty
found.
average height.
Yeah. So those are all averages. Based
Yeah.
on that, here's what they found: a guy who's 5'8" needs to make $201,000 a year
Whoa.
to be
Okay.
considered equally attractive to the 5'11" guy.
Yep.
A guy that's 5'2" needs to make $332,000 a year.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
Alexis, you date someone that's 5'2". You
No.
want to be able to look directly into his eyes.
would
Be a millionaire.
never.
Really?
No.
What a
How
little
tall are you?
cutie.
No,
Just
they
like a
gotta
little
be-
pocket boyfriend.
No.
Come on.
Your little pocket.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
just think of you'd make
No.
really, really little tiny babies together. A whole family of 5 where nobody's
not
tall
selling
enough to
this.
ride any rides at Disneyland.
What if his pants were still bigger than yours? Like, that's always my fear, that my boyfriend will be too big to fit into my
Why are you wearing each other's pants?
But like, what if he like accidentally grabbed my jeans because his jeans were super tiny? His jeans were super tiny
Do you
too.
guys-
Yours were like baggy on
Yeah,
him?
that's what I'm saying.
You guys can't tell the difference between each other's clothes?
Not if you're 5'2" and 5'2".
You don't keep them in separate sides of the closet?
It would get really confusing.
She's getting confused with the kids' clothes.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
okay.
don't even know
if you
who's
had
wearing.
tiny clothes all over the bedroom.
Your clothes look like men's clothes,
Okay,
Brooke.
well, this just got
I
really
don't know.
weird.
It's normal.
Let's keep the weirdness going because it is time for the shot caller question of the day. We have a bucket full of names. We're drawing one out to see who gets asked a trivia question. If you get the answer wrong, your punishment's to be shocked while singing. So text into 78592. Tell us what song you want to hear. Jose was the last person to draw a name out, so he's pulling a name. And who'd you get, Jose?
Alexis Deja Brew.
Oh, I get it.
She works
Because
at a
she's
coffee
a
shop.
barista.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Alexis is putting on the shot caller while that happens. Digital Jake, please read us a shot caller question of the day.
In the early 90s, a woman by the name of Patty Scheibmeier worked as a food scientist for a popular restaurant chain. After a few years of experimentation, she came up with a revolutionary idea that was a twist on an existing item. So the company let her try it out, and her concept was such a huge success that not only did it make the business millions, $300 million in sales in the first year,
Holy crap.
Year
but
alone?
it also spawned copycats and other restaurant owners to claim they came up with the idea first. Tell me, what was Patty's big idea?
What's
You
your
have-
first? I've got an idea
Me
already.
too. I was just saying,
Okay,
what's your
go.
first instinct?
What's your first?
Mine is stuffed crust pizza.
Oh, that's genius.
Because it was 90s, and everyone wants to claim they came out with the first stuffed crust pizza. And Patty may be the goddess of stuffed crust.
That's really good. Did he say 90s?
I like that.
He did
missed
say
that.
90s.
I
Why,
was
you
gonna
thinking Doritos Locos?
I was thinking the Big Mac, adding just the one extra bun in the middle, so it's 3 buns.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was like the 70s, so that
Yeah.
couldn't be it.
Let's take a step back a little bit. What were the big restaurants that were around in the 90s? The
yeah.
most
Well,
popular ones?
Pizza
I was a
Hut was
baby,
huge.
so can someone tell me?
Yeah. Applebee's, Denny's.
Oh,
Chuck
yeah.
E. Cheese?
Yeah.
She invented the animatronics?
Yeah. Oh, wait. 90s, McDonald's, Dippin' Dots. Food science, mind blowing.
Interesting.
When the Dippin' Dots came out, it was like, what? This is food from space.
Oh, yeah.
I remember people being really excited. Well, hearing about it.
But, and to add to your point, whether you liked them or didn't like them, you still tried them. You had to
Yeah.
go try them and buy them and just be cool and say you did it.
Yeah.
Let's get the question one more time.
Patty Scheibmeier revolutionized an entire genre of food with her invention in the 90s, and today this culinary idea can be found in restaurants on 6 different continents.
Whoa.
It's not only made her company millions of dollars and spawned countless copycats, but one man even tried to sue her company for $1 billion, saying he came up with this amazing idea first. The court ruled in favor of Patty's company, and they still make money off her creation to this day. What is it?
See, it has to be something really simple.
That's why I'm
then.
leaning towards pizza, because that's
And-
everywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody's grabbing onto Dippin' Dots. They're not serving it.
Yeah.
In other countries.
Yeah.
But
Sorry.
with the pizza idea, it's simple enough that anybody could have been like, well, I put cheese in my crust one time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
because
know.
it's like Hawaiian pizza. That was
But I'm just
Sure.
thinking she's a food scientist. Like, they also come up with just flavors, right? Like, where she could do Mountain Dew in different flavors. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it's not just
That's
being a
true.
chef, it's being a scientist.
Yeah. Alexis, we need an answer.
I'm going to go with it was stuffed crust pizza that was created.
Patty Scheibmeier's genius idea in 1995 completely changed the way we think about pizza. Soon after it was released, it became massively popular, and today's varieties of it can be found all over the globe,
Uh-oh, say
using
it,
hot
Jake.
dogs in Japan,
Yeah, Jake.
Marmite
He
in New
doesn't wanna
Zealand,
say it.
Yeah.
shrimp in Korea,
Okay,
but
Jake.
nothing is quite as good as Patty's original creation of loading the doughy edges of a Pizza Hut pie
What, Jake?
with mozzarella cheese, thus inventing the first ever stuffed crust pizza.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
You could just hear the disappointment in Jake's voice as he
Hey,
read that.
That's
You
when he's
don't-
mad that he reads that whole long description. He wishes he made it shorter.
So much more fun to read that when you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, it's stuffed crust, okay? Give me the
All
chocolate.
right.
You know, food questions in this room.
So Jake is going to put on the shot collar, and somebody wanted to hear you sing "Don't Want to Miss a Thing" by Aerosmith.
Ooh.
I don't want to close my eyes.
No, don't.
I don't want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, babe.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss a thing because even when I dream of you.
Oh, wow. That's your shot collar question of the day. Your phone tap's coming up in just a few minutes.